Welcome back to Road to GM, my journey to Grandmaster here at Marvel Rivals. Let's jump into today's episode where I've got two matches with Magik where on paper I actually performed better in the loss than in the win. So in this review we're actually going to break down, critique my plays, and figure out why stats don't always tell the whole story. So we're looking at the match that I lost first, and the first thing, started out right by trying to flank, but made a mistake already is using my dash and not being aimed towards safety. So when I miss my dash, I end up in trouble, and there's no way to really get out safely. So luckily I get revived by a rocket, so that kind of bails me out there. And then here, I'm just kind of holding the doorway, playing off my tanks, using the demons to farm some damage safely. It's good. Not trying to force anything, just taking my time, waiting for the team to step up, and before I kind of figure out where I want to be. So now up here, this is where I like to kind of get my flank, and this is a good dash. So even if I miss, I'm in a safer position because I'm going towards my team for cover. So even though the Bucky catch, I'm still in a position where my healers can see me, and I can still safely portal away. So no harm, no foul. And again, here's another dash. End up behind cover, so nothing to worry about. Just keep on fighting. So here they pop a healer ult, so it's just kiting it out, put myself in a position, wait for my moment, and then our Luna ults. So now I'm just kind of dancing around with the portal and demon and just brawl with their front line. So here I see their Emma ults, which means their team's going to start pushing forward. So I'm going to take that opportunity to just kind of hit their back line, do whatever I can here. Now here's a problem that I know I have. So kind of get tunnel vision on that Star Lord too much, especially without any cooldowns to do anything like my dash. So luckily I didn't get punished for it that time. But as his ult is over and they are down, so it's our turn to walk on them. So I'm just playing off my tank on the front line, adding some damage with the demon. And here made the good call going for the strange, but I probably should have dashed him first to kind of stun him to keep him from being able to do any more damage. But oh well. And then here, nothing fancy, just kill a cloak and dagger. They're no threat, so no reason for me to waste my cooldowns on them. Just take them out and keep it moving. And so this one is going to be it's a good idea, but bad execution. So I'm going to pop my ult behind cover, not knowing what's on the other side, knowing they have an Emma and a Bucky who can easily CC me and burn me. So I shouldn't have gone until I made sure their abilities were on cooldown or they are more distracted. So even gone up top and come down from an off angle and catch them by a surprise. So again, luckily I didn't get too punished in the ult, but more I got lucky bailed out by a rocket. And so here again, just playing around my team and the healer ult, just building as much ult charge as I can. Demon is great for that. So it's just basically double DPS and just picking up damage. And at this point, they're popping an ult, so I just want to go in and force their cooldowns and then just kind of reset and reposition with my team. So that way, as soon as the Mantis ult ends, we can go in, and I know they're going to be scrambling and they're going to be out of cooldowns. Right here, I actually was getting to run, and then I saw my Luna there, so I didn't want to leave her hanging, so I just kind of kited them a little bit. And then again, just hitting their back line as best I can, just causing chaos is Magik's number one thing. And now here, so I hear them dumping all their ults, so my plan was just going to go on, touch, make them come back, so that way they don't walk my team all the way back down to the spawn. And then luckily my Luna just pops in, so we are actually able to kind of push them back. But this is another one of the problems that I have is tunnel visioning. So I got my 3 picks, and instead of being happy with that, I start trying to chase them one-on-one. And again, there's a Bucky who can easily punish me. So again, tunnel visioning, overextending. Definitely can't do that, because now I'm out of the fight. Their whole team's coming back and we're down me. And if I feel like I'm the best person on that team, that means my team is missing their best person in this next fight. So now I'm trying to kind of rush back. I feel the pressure to hurry up and get back with my team, especially since I got ult. And so again, right idea, bad execution. just popping my ult and just flying in blindly. Should have took a moment to try and figure out what was going on in the battlefield, instead of just coming around the corner. But again, luckily, don't get punished too bad for it, and in fact, get a couple picks off of it. Again, they don't really have anyone outside of the Bucky and Emma that are really any kind of scary, so I'm just gonna go after whoever I can. And then here again, they ult dump, start walking us forward, so that's my chance to go to their back line, just hit them. Fortunately, I'm just trying to die on point, hoping my team maybe can make some kind of play that we can come back from. So gotta do what you gotta do, but unfortunately this round is kind of cooked. So I think overall though, my two biggest takeaways from the round is overextending way too much and dying, which is wasting our advantage. So I'm getting the pick, but then if I die afterwards by overextending, that means I'm the last one dead, and that means that instead of their team being staggered, when they come back regrouped, our team is actually staggered, and at this point they're missing their best DPS, which is me. So something I definitely have to work on is kind of prioritizing my life, especially knowing how much I can help the team. So starting this round, I always like to just kind of take the long way around, flank the other team, don't immediately secure a kill. So my job is just kind of hit and run, be a nuisance, make sure they know I'm there, feel my presence. They're always looking over their shoulder. It's one of the best things about Magik is people are scared of her. So again, no matter what, they're always going to be kind of looking around and looking for me. So that's always a win. And in here is actually a good, I see the Bucky, but I know the target priority is Cloak and Dagger. So the good thing about that really tight hitbox is I can slide past somebody in order to get a kill. And so that's what I did there before going for the Bucky. And so now at this point, just resetting and going in, waiting for the next flank. Again, I know they're all coming from spawn. My team is engaging, so just going in, trying to get a quick pick. Doesn't work, but that's a really safe dash. Again, if I miss, I'm going back on towards my team. I have my teammates to put up their shield to block, and I'm going towards my healer. So again, that's my favorite way to dash, is make sure it's safe, because it seems like a toss-up if you're going to hit the dash. So I always try to make sure I'm set up. And so now at this point, I have ult. So I am going to pop ult and go in there, and again, yes, it's only the Bucky right here, but if I'm killing their Bucky, it's one of the strongest DPS on their team, that's going to help my team. And now because I'm flanking, it's going to split their attention, and luckily I do get another kill, but their team is kind of split, and that's, of course, my main goal as Magik is to just cause chaos. Their attention split, and we're going to be able to pick them off one by one, especially when they're down their Bucky. And so here's an engage, again, right idea, bad execution. I should have went right when they engaged, but I hesitated, and instead I ended up coming in late, and while they were already backing up for my team. And so instead of them being engaged with my team on the front, they actually all turned around and focused me. So again, be decisive. As soon as I see my moment, I gotta hit, because otherwise Magik is not a tank and she will die quick. And then unfortunately, this is just what happens in this game. Bucky just happens to turn around while he's in his ult, and I come out of teleport on my way to a flank angle and just get caught. And I'm not going to do about that. And so here is actually a mental and a mechanical mistake. My idea was to just drop the demon on turret and dash out. Instead, I accidentally hit the Bucky with my dash, which gets me stuck there in their team. And of course, I get focused down and killed. So, I mean, not much to learn there, other than don't take unnecessary chances and you don't get unnecessary deaths. So this time I get the quick pick, and I have some patience. Instead of going right in and chasing kills, I kind of waited a moment for my team to really engage them. And then because of that, we were actually able to kill Mantis through her ult, which is huge, because now they're down 2, including their healer ult. And honestly, Bucky by himself, he's not going to be a huge threat. We're going to be able to focus him down like that. So again, what happens when I don't overextend and just wait for my team is good things happen. So overall, I think this was a much better round. I played more with my team. Like, for example, that last play, having the patience instead of chasing kills after that first pick, just wait for my team to engage. It makes the encounter go so much better. And overall, I think I played with my team better that round, which is why we ended up winning. I wasn't dead as often, so it means I was there for more team fights. So And again, this one just too greedy. I was trying to peek over the corner, just kind of get an idea of their team comp. Um, Instead, I get caught by Thor and killed. So again, just be patient. No reason to peek. This is a third-person camera. I could have just looked over without exposing myself, and instead I got caught. And so now this, oh yes, it was blind, but I know their comp is a little different, so there's not anything I'm really scared of in catching me in a CC. So I was able to just pop my ult and just go flying right past Strange into their back line. Again, nothing I had to really be scared of this time. So I am the scary thing in this instead of them on the other team. So I wasn't afraid to pop that ult. And so now here, because their team is staggered, I should have just regrouped. But again, moral of this story, I overextend, I'm dead. Now I'm the one staggered for the next team fight, and the way things have been going, my team is probably losing the next fight because I'm not there with them. And so this is one of the big things I'm trying to learn. And so right here, I was going to play in the healer ult, but then I see Thor. He actually turns and starts chasing my teammate. So I know the rest of my team is good because they're together and with the healer ult. So I'm going to protect whoever I can. And now we get the pick, and now we have a huge advantage because we had our healer ult and they're down their tank. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. Instead of overextending, playing with my team, we have the advantage. And now we are going to win this team fight. So this was a little risky. I know the Stranger was low, so I really wanted to try and get that pick. I did know I have the snowflake, so I was hoping I'd get enough healing to survive that. And so, yes, I overextended, but I got very lucky that I didn't die there. So right here, I actually did 3 really good things. First, I placed the demon down in the high choke area, so it gets a quick, easy pick without even having to try. And then I made a safe dash in towards my team. And then I'm just fighting around my mag and my team, using his shield as cover as we just try and push the Thor back. The good thing was ignoring the Thor and killing their healer first, but again, overextending. And now we already know winning the team fight and getting punished. And so right here, again, another good idea, bad execution. It was right for me to go straight for their back line, but I probably should have took the angle from the high ground and directly behind them. If I had come from a top of those stairs instead of by this portal, I wouldn't have got sandwiched between them. They would have had to completely turn around. I would have been behind the 2 healers, and that way I would have had a much easier time trying to escape away from Wanda. So again, right idea, bad execution. Always take the high ground. If we learn nothing else from Anakin, high ground always wins. So overall in this match, I mean, it's obvious I have the most deaths, which means on my team, which means I was absent for the most team fights. So again, big repeating problem was overextending, getting caught, and then my team losing the team fight afterwards because they're down me. So I need to prioritize my life over just trying to trade, even if it's for a support, because my team needs me more than their team needs that support. So if I was there for 1 or 2 more team fights, it's possible that we could have pushed through and ended up winning. So now let's check out my very next match where I get less kills but we win. So spoiler alert, I only get 4 deaths in this match, which connects seeing me be able to be a part of more team fights. So let's see all the times where last match where I would have overextended and how many times this match I make a better patient call. So for example, here I want to dive with the Black Panther, but instead I'm going to poke the other team and just kind of babysit my healers. Again, good idea, bad execution, just a bad mechanical mistake. I should have killed that Punisher. Once I missed, then I made the mental mistake of trying to chase, overextending. So there's strike 1. Obviously didn't learn nothing from last fight. I think I ended up doing much better because again, that was my first of 3 deaths in this whole match. So now at this point, looking at our team comp, we have a Black Panther and a Cap. I know the Cap is going to be running around the back line with the Panther. So now I'm going to actually want to play kind of front line and brawl with our Emma. So make sure she isn't getting bullied by their two tanks, and just try and whenever I have a chance, go for a quick pick, just like right there whenever there's an opening. And so now at this point, I'm just looking to put some pressure up on their team. So as they're respawning coming back, I want to be back there causing chaos on their back line. So their two poke characters just can't get comfortable back there. So after killing their healer, I'm just trying to keep them occupied so they either have to pay attention to me, or they have to turn their backs on me to face the rest of my team. So it's a lose-lose for them. And again, I have the snowflake, so I know I'm able to stall a lot. And again, this was not just a trade. I mean, they lost 3, we lost just me. So at this point, I think that is a fair trade. And if my team can't win a 5-on-3, then we're going to have troubles the rest of this match. And so here's actually going to be a time where I actually learned my lesson from the last match. I heard Punisher with his ult. I wanted to chase him, so glad I didn't. I figured it was better to be patient and then just pop my ult in their back line. And of course here it pays off. So at the end of this round, you can already see I'm overextending a lot less than the previous match. And so instead of pressing, trying to make a play, I'm just playing around our front line to try and get picks before then pressing on with the rest of my team instead of trying to do everything on my own. And again, one of the great things about Magik is how versatile she is. I can either be an assassin, I can be a flanker, or as you can see in this match, knowing we already have 2 dive players, I'm going to brawl on the front line with our Emma and just try and get picks as we can, just push like kind of like an off tank. So here, good idea dropping Demon underneath so he can't see or shoot it, and that way it's able to just kind of beat him up a little bit and gets an easy pick. Again, this is a problem I had in last match too, just kind of tunnel visioning on the flying target. Killing Ultron is not my #1 job, so I should have prioritized the people on the ground first, and then afterwards, if I can, go towards Ultron. His main value is AoE healing on his team with the drone, so if I'm able to kill everybody else, he can't heal anybody. There's no one for him to put his drone on. So that's one of the things I gotta remember. What's the win condition for Ultron? He wants to be able to fly and put his drone on people. I need to remove the people for his drone. And so here is just knowing characters, knowing Ultron's ult. Typically they're going to use it as like more of like a DPS ult. He's not going to be looking to heal his team. So when he pops his ult and is trying to hit my team, I'm going to go for the back line, knowing he's probably not turning around. And so I was able to get a couple picks, and we're just putting pressure on their team. So I was trying to play around the cap, but as soon as he went down, I should have backed out because there's no way I'm going to win that fight after he dies. So again, not really overextending, just staying too long, trying to win that brawl, and that's just not a great idea. And so again, this is just kind of having some awareness. I see the Punisher back here, and I was going to go for the one-shot combo. I noticed the drone, so instead I realized I need to chip a little damage off of him first before hitting him, because otherwise the drone's going to give enough healing to cancel out the one-shot combo. And so here, after playing around in the healer ults, I'm just going to time my ult for when theirs is ending, and as soon as their healer is backing away from their team, I'm able to just go in and just kind of clean up. Again, Thing is no problem, especially in my ult, because the only thing he can do is ground me, and I actually want to stay and fight him, so that's a bad thing for him. And so here I actually was going to start going up that way to flank them, but I realized, let me clear high ground, make sure no one else is going to get the drop on me. Again, playing it more safe and smart instead of just trying to go for quick kills. And actually, though I missed out maybe on getting some kills, it paid off. I don't get caught in that Thing ult, and is still actually able to get a quick pick on the retreating Hela and then catch this Punisher, boom, off guard, and he had no idea we were there. So again, this time being patient, playing smart was actually paid off and got me 2 quick picks and be able to survive when we win the team fight instead of overextending and dying. And so now I know we just wiped their whole team, so I'm actually going to try and set up off to the side, so that way as they regroup and start going down, I know at this rank people are just going to go right down main, and I'm just going to wait for them all to kind of go past me and engage my team, and then I'm just going to kind of come in behind them and again causing chaos, make sure they know I'm there, I get a quick, easy pick on the cloak and dagger. And then now I'm just hit and run. Just keep it moving. I'm not trying to overextend, not overstand my welcome. I got my pick on the healer. They are now down one, and I'm just going to play with my team, and we can win this team fight now. And again, not overextending, playing around the shields, my shield tanks, just brawling on the line with the demon, and it's going to get quick and easy picks, using my dash in order to finish people off. And again, we have 2 shield tanks, I have the demon. It's like having 2 DPS jumping around, and I mean, it's terrible for them. So again, comparing the 2 matches, I mean, night and day. I mean, so much less deaths from not overextending, not trying to do too much, not pressing things. And I'm there for more team fights, which means we win more team fights. And again, when you're playing this game, if everything is even and you think you're the best player in that match, that means I'm the difference maker. So the more I can be there in the team fights, the more of a difference that I can make. And that's one reason I have to prioritize my life in these fights, and we get more wins and MVPs.
That's it for this episode of Road to GM. You don't have to be a pro to get better. I'm not chasing perfection, just improvement, and that's what this series is all about. Road to GM is my marathon for part-timers, parents, and anyone tired of the whole get good mindset. Got tips, thoughts, or questions? Drop them in the comments. Let's keep learning together. Thanks for watching.